What's up, guys? Ryan with Jedi Patrol back. This is not the third time recording this. It's not. So I don't know what who out there is talking about that. The first two times, like there was technical issues. I don't know who's spreading those vicious rumors and lies. But nothing could be further from the truth. This is definitely not the third time having to share my thoughts on the same figure with the same photos. So let's talk about Grand Admiral Thrawn from Hot Toys. Maybe third time's a charm. Maybe it'll work this time. I don't know. Maybe nobody's actually watching this and it doesn't matter. So let's get into this. Hot Toys gives us Grand Admiral Thrawn. I know this happened a couple days ago, but I've been busy. I've been working on things. You know, it's just one of those things. And honestly, this figure doesn't come out for a year and a half, so who cares? Let's just get into this. Now, Ahsoka, brilliant show. Can't wait to see what other figures we're going to get from this show. But until then, we have this one. We got Sabine, which looks, oof. Sabine, Hera, beautiful. Now we got Grand Admiral Thrawn. Oh yeah, I forgot Chopper. That was a big one. Grand Admiral Thrawn looking brilliant. Now, my thoughts on this figure are as such. Buy it. That's my thoughts. Honestly. I just buy it because it's brilliant. Now, as I definitely didn't say in the previous recordings, like nobody would ever know. This is the only pose that I would have this figure in. We're gonna look at some other poses from the photos that Hot Toys provided for us. But to be quite frank with you guys, this is the only pose. This is it. I don't want the table, the little plastic table, the acrylic rod, and the cheap flimsy. I don't want that. I don't care about the hologram of the ship and the whole. I don't care about any of that. This pose right here on the shelf, that's all I want. That's it. Nothing else. I don't care about extra hands. Don't care if the boots are pleather, and they don't bend very well, over time. That's going to be a thing. Don't care about that. I just wanted Thrawn looking magnanimous, looking authoritative, looking dubious right here. As if in this pose right here, he's literally 12 steps ahead of you, standing on the shelf. This is all I want. The rest of it's just throwaway stuff. I don't care. Now, on his iPad here or Android, I don't know. You guys can let me in the comment section. Is the Empire an iPhone, Apple user, or Android? Is that a thing? Like, I don't know. Maybe they use Windows because they keep losing. So maybe they're Windows people. I don't know. But on his little tablet here, he's probably playing Clash of Clans, and he's probably the best Clash of Clans player ever. Probably is. He's probably ahead of the updates. Just saying. I think this figure looks fantastic. The head sculpt looks amazing. This tailoring on the suit is exactly what you want to see. I think that's it. I mean, if I'm gonna back this up right there. That is it. The MC Hammer pants, I'm in. I like it. The boots. I don't need anything else, honestly. He's gonna have separate rolling eyeballs, and I don't even care. I really don't even care. Don't care. Because I'll never use them. It's just, it's cool. The eyes look fantastic. I love how they did it. The blue looks like they nailed the blue from the show. They're great. I just don't care. The fact that he can, fix his cuff, that's cool. It's one of those things. Now, I do have a photo of this guy on display at Secret Base, where he's kind of messing around with his shirt, and you can see the exposed 6-scale wrist pegs, and they're bright blue, and it looks terrible. It literally looks terrible, and so I didn't include it because it just looks bad. It just does. But we're gonna get blue wrist pegs. That's fine, no big deal there. I don't care about that. The problem is these Imperial suits, just like Tarkin and just like Krennic. Whenever you bend them, it's not a stretchy jacket. It's not stretchy. So the jacket cuff rides up, and you see the wrist pegs. It just doesn't look good. Which, if I go back to my previous rant, this is the only pose you need. That's it. It's a one pose figure. It's like the Battle Damage Mark 85 Iron Man. It's a one pose figure. For me, this is a one pose figure. Okay. This, no. I mean, no. This maybe, but no, the wrist pegs are going to show. Don't care about the rolling eyeballs. Definitely not going to use the table thing. And that's the thing. They could have knocked off the plastic table and the acrylic rod and the hologram and knocked them, I don't know, $10 off the price, and I would have been just fine with that. I don't need the data pad. You know, I don't need that. It's not impressive. Can't do it. Now, what is impressive is his head sculpt. It's brilliant. It's 10 out of 10 brilliant head sculpt is. It just is. Let's see, I'm gonna go, 10 out of 10 head sculpt. Now, I do have a concern, and it has nothing to do with the hologram or the iPad or Samsung, whatever the hell the thing is. I have a concern about the blue neck rubbing off onto the white jacket. So, when these figures are released, they typically have a piece of vinyl that goes around the neck. It's kind of taped on there to protect it. I'm probably going to end up leaving it. And usually I don't. But for longevity's sake, this figure right here, how many Thrawn figures we're going to get? One. So I don't really want to have one with a blue stain on the jacket, on a white jacket. I don't want that. So I'll probably will leave that. I'll probably advise you guys to do the same. We do have a separate neck, separate head, ball joint thing going on here. So you got a little bit of range of motion, whatever, it's fine. And it doesn't matter. I mean, you don't see Thrawn run around, fighting Jedi with lightsabers and all that kind of crap. Although he did possess the Darksaber. He did have the Darksaber for a minute. I think you're going to have some issues with the blue rubbing off on the jacket. So be mindful of that. We'll see when it finally gets released, but I totally see that being a thing. Just because, dyes and white jackets, it's just one of those things that goes around. So let me know your thoughts. Are you going to be picking this guy up? If you are, you can pre-order at Pop Collectibles if you like. If you don't like, don't. That's fine. But this is a must-have. And this might be one that I actually get two of. It really might. It might be one. Sometimes there are figures where I'll buy a second one just to have. I just have an extra one. I've got an extra Jesse. I've got an extra Cody. I've got an extra of Duracell Mando. I've got an extra Rex. I've just bought two of sometimes. Sometimes I just have two. And for me, it's more or less just having like a backup. If something goes wrong, I've got the parts. I've got a backup. I don't have. It's an expensive thing to do, but. Get me wrong. It's this is one of those things like finding parts for this guy, or a suit, a uniform for this. That ain't gonna happen. It's not like you can kit bash one, right? Like I said, Sideshow did the old one years back, way back when, and that one is it's old. It's old. It just is, and it doesn't look all that great, and it certainly doesn't look like this, which it shouldn't because it was that old. But the tailoring on that one looked like it belonged at like a Target Walmart shelf. Like it's just old, right? But people were selling for a lot of money. I saw some crazy sales prices. But no longer we have to do that because this guy's reasonably priced. I'm happy to get him, and I'm probably going to end up with two. But let me know your thoughts. Is this a one pose figure for you? And is he Apple or Android? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. This is not the third time recording this. Again, for all those rumors out there, it's not. As always, click through the like. See you next time.